You're live.
I'm live. You guys have to follow me to find out what this is. Be right back. Hi, friends. Welcome to our spirit readings. I'm Kelly McClure, psychic medium. Tonight, we are going to connect with people's loved ones in spirit, so I'm super excited about that. And I didn't realize my mic was muted, but I showed you this cute little thing. And you're going to have to follow me on social media to find out what I'm working on. I'm working on a fun project to occupy my spare time. So I've been grieving myself again. We had to put our little kitten down last Saturday. It was very, very sad. So this little project I'm working on has been very therapeutic for me. So, but I'll post stuff about it. So tonight we're going to do spirit readings. We're not doing card readings. We're only doing pet readings if spirit demands it. But basically, I'm going to try to connect you guys with your loved ones in spirit. Obviously, I can't get to everyone. So the best way that you can get a reading is just please give me the relationship and the name. So, you know, my dad, George, or whatever, just relationship and name. And then I'm going to go looking for them. When I do see your name pop up, because my manager is going to manage that. So I really don't, I'm not able to see all the feed and everything. When I see a name and a request pop up, I go looking and just start talking about who I'm seeing. If you're still on, please let us know, because if you're not on, if you've hopped off and nobody's answering who's coming through, we want to try to make sure we get to all the people that are on, or at least as many as possible. Obviously, I can't read for everybody. But I'll go as quickly as I can and get to as many as I can. I do like to read the comments and questions afterward. So, you know, go ahead and just say hello and comment if you want. Again, just name and relationship. Don't inundate the feed because it's not going to help. We'll have to block anybody who's being incessant on the feed. And if you're meant to get a reading tonight, you will. And if you're not, then you can book a little spirit reading, which is a half an hour reading, and we can concentrate on the people that you want to get. We do offer a money back guarantee, and we're going to post a link or a code so that you can book and get a discount for being here tonight. So at the end of the hour, we're going to post a code so that you can get a discount. A lot of times you'll see me jot things down when I'm doing a reading. You'll also see me kind of look off to the side all weird, and I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to tell you what I see. If it sounds like the person that you're hoping to hear from and you've been selected, then please let us know that. And please go ahead and validate what does make sense. It really helps the people that aren't able to get a reading tonight just to know that their loved ones are okay and that they're with us and everything like that. So if you can validate and be specific about what you're validating, because if you just go, oh yeah, yes, well, by the time we see your answer, we don't know what you've said yes to, and neither does anybody else. So they really want to know that their loved ones are okay. And if you get a reading, please validate specifically what's coming through. Yes, my dad had red hair. Yes, my sister, you know, was a seamstress. Whatever comes through, just validate specifically. Let's see, what else, Lisa? What else do they need to know? We're going to do announcements about halfway through. We've got some cool events coming up. And I'm going to be back in Boise in August in Idaho. So if you know anyone in the Boise area who would like an in-person reading, we could do that. But I can do all my work on Zoom as well. And at the end, we're going to do a code. So stay tuned till the end. Okay. Again, I won't be able to see the feed. And let's see. This is my new hair. My hair kind of broke off a lot because I was sick for so long and I couldn't bleach the roots. So this is the alternative, and I actually really love it. So this is probably a lot more permanent than I expected. I thought it was a temporary thing, but I'm loving it. Loving the purple pink hair. And I got purple pink nails. So, and I got my blinged out pen. I'm ready. Let's go. All right. Who are we talking to first? Okay. All right. Boyfriend Glenn for Pamela. All right, Pamela, hold on 1 second. Let me see if I can connect with Glenn. The guy that I'm seeing, I hope that's Glenn, kind of a bigger dude. Right before I read the name, I got a headache, but I wasn't sure if that was for Glenn or not. So, but let me just tell you what I'm saying. There's a guy standing here. He's facing me. He's got blue jeans on and kind of like a white regular, I guess, t-shirt, kind of casual. He's kind of bigger, a little bit of weight around the middle, not a lot. He just laughed about that, by the way. I don't think he's very old. So age I'm really terrible with because they don't have a body anymore. I can't count their wrinkles, but he looks like he's pretty young, probably in his 30s or 40s. And he's kind of just cut now. How did you pass? There was something sudden and unexpected because he snapped his fingers. Still feeling a little energy in my head. I'm still not thinking that's for him, though, to be honest. I feel more like there was a heart issue going on or something sudden and unexpected like that because I'm having trouble breathing and my chest is constricting too. If this makes sense, Pamela, let us know. He gave me a thumbs up. He says he's got a big ring that doesn't belong to him, but sometimes he wears it because it was his dad's or it belonged to somebody else, and it's a big, like, gold ring. Doesn't really fit with what I'm seeing him. Like, I wouldn't expect him to be wearing that. He doesn't seem to have any other jewelry going on, I don't think. I got a little bit dizzy. He's got, like, work boots on. And even though I think that he passed young and unexpected, I think that he's doing okay. He's standing there with his arms crossed. I think that he was a little bit upset because he was taken away from his life, and there was some things that he wanted to do and people that he cared about. His big message too is like, don't wait to buy that thing or that house or get married or whatever. Don't wait, because you never know. You just never know. And I think that he wishes that he would have moved forward with some things, especially a life with you or the plans that you guys had. Let me know if that makes sense, because he's not going anywhere. I think he's tall. Don't quote me. Don't hold me to that, because I can't really tell how tall people are until I tell them up against other people. And at first I didn't think he was any bigger than average, but he's showing me an image of people that he left behind, like sisters or brothers or someone, and they're shorter than him. So he's sort of indicated, and I don't think it's someone in spirit, because it's just in my mind's eye and not with him. His big message for all you guys is just really go for what you want to do and do it. And especially doing the things with the people that you love, because he wishes that he wouldn't have waited. Now that, we always think when we're young that we have more time. He's not going away. He's hanging out. So Pamela, let me know if this makes sense too. I can't see the feed. So my manager will keep an eye out. Okay, let's move on.
Okay, ready?
Yeah. Okay, Brandy. Patrick wants to talk to Brandy. Huh. This is really interesting, because the very first image of a woman that I saw when I said the name was a thin, youngish woman, probably younger, middle age. And she came up and she kind of sat down next to my table. And I heard a song that is from a TV show that's way older than her. And it's from the Gumby television cartoon from when I was a little kid. And she doesn't look as old as me. But You Should See What Gumby Can Do Today is playing in my head. Or really, it's You Should See What Brandy Can Do Today is playing in my head. So she looks kind of thin. She's very pretty. She's cut her hair, but I think it used to be long. And then now it's sort of like shoulder length. There's something else about her hair. So maybe it changed, and she's showing that it's back or something. Or my guess is if she lost her hair, or if it got thin, if she was ill. I feel a little bit sick in my stomach, but that's all. I don't feel anything real sudden or real I just feel a little nauseous. She's writing a letter. She's got a really pretty bracelet on. The letter. It's interesting about the letter because I feel like she's putting her words down, her emotions down on paper. And even though I think that she shouldn't have died at this age, the way that she's writing her thoughts down tells me that she probably did write someone a letter or did write her thoughts down and her feelings and her sentiments down. Maybe for more than one person. Do you guys have 2 daughters or a daughter? Because I feel like one of them is a daughter. I also get a really weird sensation in my nose and face right here. I'm not really sure what that is, but it feels clogged and weird pressure. That's weird because I thought she was saying that she was sick and that whatever medication or whatever she was on was making her nauseous. But now I'm feeling this strange pressure in my head. Let me know if that makes sense. But the writing that she's doing about all the words that she's saying is how much she loves her family and how much she misses them. And I think that's all written down somewhere. I'm getting another weird sensation. Why so many different with one person? I'm not sure, but now my chest hurts, my face still hurts, and my stomach hurts as well.
Yeah, he hasn't come back on to say anything. I can't find it.
Patrick, please try again and let us know if any of that makes sense. By the way, you guys, when you do come back on and say yes or no to something, let us know specifically what it is. If I'm looking at somebody that's not fitting for the person that I'm trying to read for, it's possible I'm being interrupted by somebody or they're wanting to help. So that's why it helps to let us know. But be specific about what you're validating. Okay, let's do another one, see if Patrick comes on because she's not going away. She's writing things. So Shoko says, husband Michael. Come on, Michael. Huh. So there's when I called out that name, Shoko, what I'm getting is an image of a male figure far behind me driving a car. The way that it's appearing that he's behind me must mean something. It's like, let's say I'm in a car and he's behind me. He's got brown hair. He's not like standing right here where I can talk to him the way that I was talking to some of these other people. So that's the first image that I get is I get a guy with brown hair in a car, driving car behind me. Get a little bit of pain in my shoulders and neck. I wonder if there's a car thing reference. Let me know if that makes sense for you. And if there is, I'll ask him to come sit down. He came and sat down. So there's a little bit of energy in my legs. He sat down, kind of got out of the car and came and sat down. He's got jeans on, casual dress. I think he's really smart, but kind of quiet. His demeanor is sort of quiet. And yet I think he really loved this car, whatever it was he was driving. And he feels okay. Like I keep hearing, just tell her, I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay. So I also think there's something about him learning and opening up to spirit in a whole new way now. Like, you know, your faith or whatever it was that you believe in is making more sense to him now. I'm also hearing 3, so possibly 3 kids or March would be a reference for him. He's usually when they hold up, and he's doing it like this though, he's saying 3 like that. Usually when they hold up, my elbow hurts right here, by the way. I have to tell you guys everything that I'm picking up, even if I don't know if it's for him or not, but everything that my body goes through when I'm doing a reading, I have to say. So my elbow hurts right here. He's saying the number 3. When they show me a 3, that's usually like kids. And they'll back it up by saying that, which he kind of did. I just don't know what the car reference is. So let me know if that makes sense. And I'll get back to him. Okay. Go.
Another one?
Yeah. Joan. Edward wants to talk to Joan. Guys, it's weird when they start writing things out because I always think that they think that I can read it and it's too detailed. I hope this is your mom, Edward, but here's what I'm picturing. So again, she's sitting at the table. She's got kind of soft, light, really light hair. So it's probably white. She looks older. Her skin looks really, really pretty, and she is writing something that looks like it would be very pretty penmanship. This feels a lot more emotional. It feels like if she were able to come back and talk to you, it would be hard for her not to cry. It feels emotional. I think there's a special connection that it feels like between the two of you, as opposed to her and the rest of the family, or you and the rest of the family. She's got really pretty eyes. I hope that's her. She's older though. She looks like she could be in her 70s or 80s. She doesn't look really small and frail. She actually looks pretty good. There's another woman over there that met her there, but I don't think it's her mom. I think it's a sister or a friend or someone that's close to her who was her generation, who passed before her. And then a male figure over there too who waited for her. So she's not alone. I think that might have been one of the questions: is she okay? Has she reunited with her loved ones over there? And I would say yes, probably. I don't know. I guess this is her husband or your dad, because there's a male figure over there she seems to be reunited with as well. She's got a faith. So she's kind of like, of course I'm in heaven. Of course I'm okay. That to me means that she's confirming a faith that she would have talked about or believed in before she left. I hope this is your mom, Edward. I think it is, because of the way that she's talking about how all she really wants is for you to be happy and for you to concentrate on what makes you happy, and what you want to do with your life. And there is a little bit of concern about maybe some moments of either kind of isolation or depression or something. So she says that you were a giver too. You'd give off the shirt off your back. So it's time to kind of give to yourself. She really wants you to you'll eventually get there and see her again. But in the meantime, there's a lot of life that she would like to see you step into and live. So you guys, one of the things that Spirit tells me a lot is that if we're here for a long time until we see our loved ones again, Edward, one quick thing that she just showed me, and then I'll get back to that message, is I feel like if she took, if in my mind's eye, if you were like a little, if she could move you like a little doll, she took you and another doll and put them together. I have no idea why. She wants joy and togetherness. So she wants to put you with another doll. Another person to enjoy, and have company. Anyway, they always tell me this, and I feel like she's just writing and writing and writing. I feel like she's confirming this as well. Even though we live decades until we get to see them again, when we do see them again, and yes, people meet us, they meet us right there. Heaven's not a place far, far away. It's a vibration. So as we are getting ready to make our transition, they show up and they're right there. As soon as we leave our body, we can see them. Sometimes a lot of people see them before they leave their body, when they're sort of in between the worlds. So you'll see her again. Just enjoy your time here that you have left. You have some time left, and I think she wants you to have a nice, long, happy life. Okay, thank you. Has anybody confirmed anything yet?
He just said my sister. Edward did. And then he just said yes to something else.
Okay, so that's probably the woman that she reunited with as his sister. So, and that would also make sense, Edward, why she's saying, eventually you'll see them again too. So you may feel a little bit alone if you've lost a lot of your nuclear family to spirits. So just enjoy your life as best you can and do the things that make you happy. Okay. So Marianne says her son, Scott. Okay. Boy, I hope this is Scott. So there's I'm just going to close my eyes and spew out everything that I'm seeing. Please, you guys, get back on. Let us know you're still on, and whether or not it makes sense who I'm coming through. But there's a male figure on this other side. You said son, but he does look, this person looks grown. But there's a loud voice that came through like, hello, I'm here. And it seems like a male voice. He's got a t-shirt on and probably just jeans. And there's a little bit of colorful language coming through about the passing. I don't feel anything yet in my body with maybe how he passed. I am getting December or 12. And I'm wondering if you have two others or if he has two siblings. I do. My head hurts on the right-hand side. Again, a little bit more indifferent than it was feeling earlier. So I don't think that it was from before. This feels new. And he's kind of waving a lot. Even though I think that he's frustrated and has colorful language about his passing, he doesn't seem like he's in a bad place in spirit. He seems okay, and he's showing me that around him are really good people and really good surroundings. I'm seeing grass and outside, and there's a weird message about how I'm not stuck anymore. Like, I thought that he was going to say that when he first got to spirit, the space that he was in seemed restricted, or like he couldn't go beyond it. And it's weird because the way he was showing me it in my mind's eye, it's like a grass space, like a park, or it could be a cemetery. I'm not really sure, but it looked like, okay, I can only be here. And he's like, no, I can go anywhere now. I'm past that limitation and can do anything. And he feels really good where he's at. He's okay. He's just, when he talks about, and he really doesn't tell me much about how he passed other than the sensations that I feel in my body and the colorful language that he was using. And he's like blowing kisses, and he's kind of giving little presents to everybody in the family. Not really sure what that is. So, but it's important to him that everybody gets something, or that everybody gets a little message from him to know that he's okay and that he does love. So he says that he could be kind of a pistol sometimes. I think I'm feeling from you, obviously, even the way that you asked to talk to him, what a wonderful man this was. But I don't know how old he is. He's acting. It's really interesting because he could be anything from 20 to 40. I have no idea, but he's acting. He's got a lot of energy, and he's got a big voice, and he's acting very charismatic.
She said he has a twin. I don't know if you asked something about that.
I did ask about the siblings, and because he mentioned other ones that he left behind that he wanted to say hello to and make sure that they got a gift. I think in the beginning he said something about December, so I'm wondering if the gift has to do with that, because he got a package, and he just has a twin, though. He doesn't have another, either one of three, or have two others.
She said he was 28.
That's right. Yeah, that's.
I don't see anything else yet.
So 28 matches. He's one of two. Okay, so he doesn't have two others. He's one of two because he has twins. Because he's one of twins. Okay. And he's kissing you on the top of the head, Mom. You're a really, really good mom. And nobody could ask for a better mom. You're a really, really good mom. So, and I'm sorry for your loss, because when somebody loses a child, it's very difficult to wrap your head around that and to get over that. But it's also difficult not to feel bad about it in some way. And because we think that somehow we're supposed to not let that happen to our children, but he says, you're a great mom, and there wasn't anything anyone could have done differently or anything like that. But he's not really talking a lot about his passing. Okay. Loves you, loves his brother as well. So, or his sibling. Go. Let's go. Okay, Jeff. Dawn wants to talk to her husband, Jeff. You guys, I got a really bad pain in my shoulder here just as we were about to make that shift. So I don't know if that has to do with the young man I was just talking to or Jeff, but I got a bad, it's really interesting place because it's almost in the socket of the shoulder, kind of like if you were holding a gun there and it backfired and hit you right there in the shoulder. That's how it feels. Okay, Jeff. So I'm not really sure who. Somebody just raised their hand though. Was that the other guy? Spirit's confusing me now. Hold on. Jeff. I hear a cough. I think that this is probably Jeff because it doesn't look like this young man that I was just talking to. It does look like a youngish male. He's thinner though, and maybe a little bit just slighter in form, I think, than this guy. And he took a cigarette and he flicked it away like as if he's done with that, and there was a little bit of a cough earlier, but I don't think that has anything to do with how he passed. I'm not really sure, but I think he either quit smoking or doesn't smoke because he flicked it away like no more. Yuck, gone. So, Jeff, come on, Jeff. And it's like I'm seeing him walk from far away. I don't see him standing right next to me where I can describe him much other than he looks like he has sort of light brown hair. And there's, I don't feel anything in my body. Come on, Jeff. Come sit down and have a chat with me. Let's chat about... Sit down. Come sit down. Huh. The only thing I can think of why I can't get him to come sit down is he is walking around a lot. So if that's part of his personality, if he was always busy, he's always walking, he wouldn't settle down, that could explain it. I'm not really sure, but he's walking. And it looks like he's walking from one vehicle to the next. Out like now I see a vehicle on here, but even aside from that, there's more than one. Got a pain in my right eye. Shit. Let me know if any of this makes sense, Dawn. I can't get him to come over and sit down and talk to me. He's walking around and being very, very busy. But if he's kind of on the thinner side or fit or slender and has light brown hair to brown to light brown hair, that might be him. He just gave me a peace sign as well. And I think it's a peace sign, not the number 2. But he kind of threw it out really flippantly. You got anything going on with your lower abdomen? Because I feel a little bit of pain in my lower abdomen, but he's walking around like he's fine. And it feels like it's more here. So it could be women issues or something like that. There's also a reference to a baby. Maybe that's what he's trying to talk about. So let me know if this makes sense to you. And there's 2 other male figures over there that he's seems to be talking to. Again, it's all looking very far away from me. He's not coming up and walking close. And the male figures also look kind of slender and fit, only older. One of them is older. One of them doesn't seem very old. And but one of them does look older and probably is the smoker because now that guy's got a cigarette in his mouth and he has grayer hair. His I don't know how to interpret this other than to say he's okay and he's with people and he's doing things that he likes to do. And he visits a lot because now there's this whole other side of him that I almost feel like I'm being told about this from somebody else. So maybe he's kind of private. Maybe he wouldn't want to do this on a public forum, but I almost feel like The private part of him is the part that tries to communicate with you at night or talk to you in your ear when you're sleeping. And that if you have a feeling that happens, just know that I really believe he's there. And if you smell him around, because I wouldn't be able to describe the smell, but I feel like you can smell him around. My right hand hurts a little bit. Other than that, I'm just not feeling anything in my body. But he's I think that's Jeff. I think he's out there doing his thing, and he only visits when he comes to visit you. Let me know if the baby thing makes any sense. Okay. Next.
Hey, Kelly, just let people know that if you are reading for them, if they could just say they're here.
Yeah, you guys, if I pick you to read, it's probably been a little while since your request. So we want to make sure that you're still here and that you're hearing the message. So Dawn, if you're still here, just say, yes, I'm here. If it doesn't make sense, that's fine too. Let us know. And if it makes sense, let us know. But please, if we call your name, and Lisa's really doing it at random, it's like spinning the wheel, and just whatever pops up is who she selects. So we're leaving it completely up to spirit. So let us know that you're still here and that you're hearing the message. And that might be another reason why it's not going to come sit down. Maybe she left. Okay. Next. Okay. Aunt Sherry for Heather. So Heather, let us know you're still on. And I'm asking for your Aunt Sherry. There's two women that I see coming through for Heather, and hopefully, I'm pretty sure one of them is Aunt Sherry. I just don't know who. So the first woman that came in did sit down next to me. She's a little bit heavier. She's a little older, and she's got a cute little sweater on and a round face and white hair. And she's very friendly, and she likes to do things like play games, play cards. She pretty much likes to sit and watch everything that's going on and maybe chat with somebody who's sitting there. She looks more like she's in the grandma age or something like that. The woman that's next to her, this to me would be more the aunt. So it's younger than her. She's, okay. I'm going to talk to her like she's a little bit easier to talk to. So I'm going to talk to her about like she's my best friend, because she's saying things like, oh yeah, I'm here. I've been here the whole time. She says that it would be really easy to talk to her in spirit because she's not really sure why other people don't make it easy. And that, and then you might actually sense her around. And I really feel like there's a really cool connection there. Wondering if this is your mom's sister. Because I feel like maybe there's even a connection there that you can talk to her kind of like a mom or a sister or somebody. She seems super cool and understanding. And she did put her arm around this other lady, and she actually kind of helped her with her sweater. So they're connected somehow. So did Heather say she's here?
I'm still looking at the feet's moving really fast.
So Heather, again, until I...
Yes. It is my mom's sister.
Yeah. So it's her, and she's sorry that she left, because I feel like there are times where you really need her to talk to, and you can talk to her in your mind. And you guys, and she will let you know that she's around, because she can still hear. She just got buzzy all over. I have no idea how she passed, but I just got chills all over, which means to me, she just came and sat with me. Like I could feel her in my body, and I could feel it, which she's super easy to connect with. So when you guys have a conversation with your loved ones, at first it may feel weird. It may feel like you're making it up, but I promise if you keep practicing, you're going to get those messages even in your mind from them. So act as if you're having a conversation with them. Ask them for signs. And they can give you specific signs. They can give you multiple signs if you need it. So if you say, all right, give me show me numbers, a certain number set or whatever. You can usually see that. And then once you question it, instead of saying, I don't think that was it, you better work harder, say, oh, maybe that was you. Show me again, because that changes the vibration from no to yes. And she's like, yeah, she can talk to you all the time. And she understands you in a way that you don't feel completely understood by everybody else. So she's completely on your side and really, really supportive. She's okay. She's taking care of this other woman here. I almost feel like she's needed over there, and that's probably why she had to left. And it's not to say that she's not needed here, but you have people who love you over here. You just have to learn to ask for help and reach out and let these people support you. And let her, right now, her purpose is to be over there for some reason. Now I'm feeling like there's a baby coming in the family as well. So this might be a little baby that she's helping to make sure that they're okay and to come in. She says your mom's loves you a lot, and you know, not only to tell her that she's there and she'll always look after you, but that I feel like she wants to help your mom's heart heal. And she wants to say to your mom that, you know, everybody's doing the best that they can. So everybody give everybody a break here and help each other heal. I like her energy. I think she's around you a lot. There's something about, this sounds cliche, I think, because of a song, but a yellow ribbon, and it looks thick, and it looks like it's put on a wall or a border of some sort in a room. And there's other yellow stuff tying into it, but that's what I'm seeing. My head hurt a little bit again. A little bit different feeling again than earlier. So let me know if any of that makes sense. Again, you guys, let us know if you're there. Thank you, Heather, for letting us know that you're there and that this is your mom's sister coming through for you. And if you know anything about the yellow ribbon, or if anything else makes sense, let us know that too. So when you do validate something, you guys, let us know exactly. Okay, so it's a bit after 7. We're going to do a few announcements because we've got some cool stuff coming up. And I'm only going to be here through the end of July, and then I'm going back to Boise in August. So there's something coming up that I'm really looking forward to. A couple of things. One is this Saturday, we have a Sentire workshop. Now, Sentire is a Latin word for the word feeling, and it's an emotional release process. And I do private sessions too. But if you're just wanting to really learn about it and have a little bit of a process and do it in a setting that's very supportive, and you don't want to book a whole private reading yet or private session yet, check out the workshop. It is amazing. Anyone who's ever attended it can attest to that. So read some of the testimonials. You can find all of these events on my website or Facebook page, and you can book straight from there. All my services are a money-back guarantee. Got nothing to lose. Sentire, however, is not for wimpy heads. It can be intense, and it's super healing and life-changing. But you also really bond with the people that you meet there, and everybody just so loving and supportive. So if you really want to kind of find your tribe, it's a good way to start there as well. So it has nothing to do with the psychic stuff, really. Although sometimes memories come in or past life stuff comes in, but mostly it's an emotional release healing process. So you don't have to be psychic. You don't even have to want a reading or anything like that in order to do some Sentire. So that's this Saturday from 4:30 to 8:30 at a place called the Sage Sanctuary in Wildemar. Really looking forward to that. Probably even more passionate about that work than this, because I think that's one of the most healing things that I do, is to share that kind of work. One of the things that we are hoping to create as well is a past life healing group. So a lot of our issues in this life may have come from a past life, and maybe we aren't getting through it or over it because we don't even know how to heal it because it's not from this life. So there's a couple things that might indicate that's true. One could be that if your current response is out of proportion to the current situation, it could be energy from a past life. So or if you have unexplained phobias or unexplained patterns or issues that you're having trouble overcoming. So one example is I could not drink water till I was 44, and I found out through doing actually Sentire work that I remembered a past life where I was drowned. And once I healed that, I can drink water. I have a big glass of it. I drink it all the time. And and that past life. But there's other ones too. One of them, I ran over somebody in a horse and buggy, and I couldn't buy a car that didn't break down on me. Every car I've ever bought broke down on me until I healed that past life. And within a week, I had a brand new car, and it lasted 17 years. So, and that's a true story, my Corolla. So that's at the Reserved Garden, which is, by the way, a wonderful restaurant place anyway. And the people who run it are amazing and serve beautiful, wonderful food. They did have a restaurant in Old Town, and that, because of COVID, has now shifted into this beautiful environment in their property. So it's lovely, lovely evening as well. And yeah, we're going to do our next Facebook Live pet reading. So I'm concentrating on pets that have been lost. And I might cry a time or two because I just had to put my cat down. And rather than see my cat around, although I did hear meowing this morning in the hallway. So I know that she comes to visit, but I don't see her around all the time. I saw her go straight to heaven and start playing with this other cat that I saw around her ever since we got her. So, but I forgot to tell my daughter I did hear her meowing in the hall this morning, which was really cool. So that's on the 25th. It's on a Sunday, and it'll probably be in the evening right around the same time, 6:30. So that's a pet reading. If you've lost pets or know people who have, please. And go ahead and like it and share this now too. Let's do a few more readings. Okay, go.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Okay, Sister Margie, and Peggy wants to talk to Margie. Whoa, Peggy, I just got super dizzy. Ooh, I hope this is, I think she's been waiting. Does she have brown hair? She have dark hair and kind of like, it's kind of thick, but maybe she cut it to shoulder or whatever. Whoo, this is really wild. So I feel like she's been waiting to come in, and that she came in and just like sat with me really abruptly and intensely. She seems medium build. How did she pass? Let me see if I can. She talks a lot. She's, just kind of a little powerhouse and saying things like, who cares? I'm here now. And she's putting the stamp of approval on something. Wow. I wonder if, so a lot of times when I do a reading, personality comes through. So let me know if this personality, first of all, Peggy, let us know you're still on. And if we don't see your name the first time, because the feed's going really fast, say it again. Okay.
Yeah.
So let me know if that sounds like her, this powerhouse personality that came and sat down, and she's kind of like just a really larger than life, strong personality. Very beautiful, very cool.
She said yes, but I think that might be what she's saying yes to, that it's her personality.
Okay. So, and she's waving a lot. She's also the kind of person, like, she's not going to stand in the background. So as soon as I didn't even get to call her name in my mind yet before she came and sat with me. She said that she's been trying to get you to do a reading or do something, not necessarily with me, but just in general. So you might have found that you're more interested in this kind of thing since she's passed. She's been following you around. She's been moving things, trying to show you things. Yeah, she seems like she's pestering you a little bit about, I personally think you should live your life however you want to live it, but she's feeling a little pushy about what she wants you to do. And that mostly it's just like, do more, do life like she would. She can live vicariously through you. So the things that she likes to do, if you want to, and you want to go and do those things, those are the times that she can be with you. Do you have a ring too? Because she took off a ring and handed it to you. So I think that you either have her ring or she gave you one. Sometimes when they show me things, you guys, my job is to try to interpret it. So I try to do both. I try to explain what I think it might mean, but also exactly what I'm saying. And that's what she did. And she took off a ring and handed it to you. And it's kind of thick. It's kind of like this one. I got this one recently in Nevada, and I just love it. And it's like that. Like, I like bands, and that it seems to be more like that. And I think she's got a good sense of humor. She's showing me that, like, let's say you guys would work on a project, or because I'm doing all this artsy craftsy stuff lately just to keep me occupied. And it's very therapeutic for me. And I do my prayer and meditation while I do it. And and I get to check that off my little to-do list. But she's showing me like your project has more to do with it. And she's showing me, in the olden days, we used to do tissue paper, and we would put it around our finger and stick it in glue and like make these little flower things. She showed me kind of like that. And then hers is like wood or something. So I feel like I'm looking at a project that's half flowery and half wood or something. I don't know, but I think she's around you a lot. She's doing all right. Huh. And I think that, okay. So light a candle. I don't know why, but that probably helps her come to you. You know, candles are used a lot in spiritual work, and I'm starting to understand a little bit more. I've always loved them and used them, but I didn't really know why they work. But it's kind of like a mirror or a music or dreams, where it just helps bridge these dimensions. So if you light a candle, it's kind of like if you have a friend on the other side of the planet and you're both looking up at the moon at the same night or whatever. It's kind of like that. You're both looking at it at the same time, and it helps to bridge. So she says to light a candle. She's going to do something like try to blow it out or talk to you while she's doing it. And she just really likes to play on that kind of level. Man, she's active. She just took a pair of jeans and cut them off, like made shorts out of them or something. She cut them off at the leg, at the knee, mostly the right side. I don't know why she's showing me that. She just showed me stuff, one thing after another. She'll be around you. She'll try to talk to you. She's got such a vivacious energy that feels young. It feels young. She kind of laughed like that, so I don't know. Maybe she's older than she feels. Okay. Peggy, let us know if that makes any sense. Thank you so much. Go on. James, my brother-in-law, Calvin, what happened to him, please? Oh, gosh, James. Come on, Calvin. I'm going to tell you who's here, but I have a feeling this isn't Calvin. I have a feeling this is somebody who knows him. Hold on, guys. Give me a minute. I got to sort this out, because the first thing I heard is, like, I was going to ask, are you sure he's actually passed? Because I'm kind of hearing that maybe he's not. My head does hurt, and there is a man standing here who seems kind of old, and he's got gray hair, and he's got a very rectangular face, but I don't think that's Calvin. I think it's either somebody that knows what happened to him or somebody who knows him now. I'm not really good at solving unsolved mysteries, because it puts a lot of pressure, and there are people who do that for a living, and it's kind of a specialty area that you don't want to screw up, you know. And I knew a woman who I would refer people to, but she has since retired. So I'm looking for somebody to fill that role, because it's not an area that I want to specialize in, and I really want people to be able to get their answers absolutely for sure by a professional, a specialist who works in that field. But I don't think I'm seeing Calvin. I think I'm seeing this man. I think there may be something going on with the head. Not sure Calvin's passed. So unless you're absolutely sure and you just don't know how he passed, you might want to be looking for him. It says it's passed. I'm only seeing this older guy. I'm not seeing him. This older guy, though, seems to know more about him. I'm getting a lot of pain in my head, and this is something farther away. So I'm in Temecula right now, and this feels like it's far away or out. Fuck, I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know. This is why we've got to get a specialist on this. This man, he's got tan, gray hair. He's got a very rectangular shaped head. He's older. He's thin. And I've got a bad head issue. So if you're sure that he's passed, and I don't think this is Calvin, then what we really should be asking is, what this man knows about Calvin. I don't see any other male associated. It's not like he's talking to somebody that I can explain to you, but I think there's a head issue going on. Sorry, I can't answer more. Yeah, this is an area you want to get a specialist. So look up for people, that, psychics that do unsolved mysteries or missing people. But unsolved mysteries would be one, not the show, but a psychic that specializes in that. Okay, next. Okay, Sean says her mother-in-law, Judy. So the woman that I'm seeing, and I hope this is Judy. She's kind of on the other side of my table. She's a little bit busy putting together some sort of event. And so it looks like she's setting out food. She has sort of gray or maybe brownish gray, but her hair just looks a little bit wavy and a little bit short like that. I don't think she's super old because she's still got a little bit of weight on her. You know, when people hit middle age and they fill out a little bit, and then when they hit old age and they get all small again. I'm so sorry. I'm distracted by this guy that's talking about Calvin again, Lisa. So the guy that was asking about him, if you could find him and let me private message him, I think we might get some more information here.
Okay.
At least a starting place. Okay. Anyway, so she's putting out food, and she's got really, really pretty eyes, and she's got like she looks really pretty, but she does have some wrinkles going on. So let me know if that sounds like her. And if you guys are doing an event, are you doing a dinner or an event or something where she would be putting out like finger foods or hors d'oeuvres or something? I'm also getting a strange sensation in my left arm. I haven't had that in a while. That could be a stroke. She looks perfectly fine though. And I'm seeing a whole bunch of keys, like every door in her house has a different key or something like that. Or there's something about lost keys or keys that don't fit. I feel really a little bit sick to my stomach. The woman that I'm talking to is talking about, even though I think that she probably passed a bit prematurely, because she doesn't look super old to me. She looks middle-aged. She's like talking about she has to go on with things where she's at, and that she feels really good, so she might as well be going on with things that she's at. I also feel like she was hoping to lose more weight or something. That's just a thought that popped in my head from her. I don't really know what she means by that. But anyway, she's going on, she's moving forward, and Sean, I think that's sort of just part of her personality about what she would tell people when, don't dwell on things and, really take life by your bootstraps and whatever. But it's part of what she's doing there. And I think it's part of what she would say. But let me know if you're still on and if you're having an event, because I think she's going to be there and help set up or help arrange it. And I don't know what the event's for, but it seems to be that she wants to be there. And do you know, does she have a son? Of course, it's your mother-in-law. Okay. She's talking about him. So maybe the event's for him. She gave me a thumbs up. So she'll be at this event helping with the food. All right. Did Sean say she's on?
Yeah, she was on. She said no, but I don't know what she said no to.
So you guys, again, let us know what you're saying no and yes to. No, she didn't look like that, or no, that's not her. Let me know, because if I'm seeing somebody that doesn't belong to you, then maybe I can ask them who they're for. So, or if she's someone trying to help her come through.
Okay, you ready?
And no, not yet. Sorry, Sean. She's so my other question is, do you have an event going on? And if that's not her, do you know any women in spirit like that? Because she did give me a thumbs up about the event and did give me a thumbs up about the young male that is having the event. So let me know if that makes sense.
She said my husband is sick.
Oh, he's probably the one with this stomach thing. But she didn't say if that was her mother-in-law. Let me know if that's her. Yeah, I need to know if that's her. If that's her, then I'll ask her what she wants to say. I don't think I kind of feel like she's if he's sick and that stomach thing that I was feeling sick.
He's terminal.
This is another one I might want to try to do privately.
Okay.
Just a few minutes. So we'll do 10 minutes private. And let me try to bring her in, because if she was showing me what he was feeling and something that she's doing for him may be helpful. So, okay.
I'll reach out to her.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Let's do a couple more.
She said she died of stomach cancer.
Oh, that's her then. Yeah, it's her.
All right.
Okay.
I'll reach out to her.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. And Jason. So Shannon's looking for Jason. Ooh, I got really dizzy. I don't know if this is Jason, Shannon, but do you know somebody that fell outdoors or was out in a extreme sports situation or something where they missed? Because that's the first scene that I saw play out in my head. Only I'm hearing a male figure over here when I say the name Jason, and this guy looks like a fairly young, good-looking guy, white guy, brown hair. But I feel like the event where there's an extreme sport or an outdoor thing where somebody falls or friggin' goes off a cliff or something or misses the ramp, that's out here. So he either knows somebody that did that or he's involved somehow. Anyway, let me see if this guy Jason is here. So Shannon, let us know if you're still on. And if you do know of an event like that, if that makes sense to you. Yeah.
She's on and she said no. So I'm assuming no.
She doesn't know that event. Okay. Let me see if I can talk to him and maybe he can either shed light on that or I'm just picking a glimpse on somebody else. So let me see if this is Jason. Okay. So Shannon, the guy that was sitting here, that event that I saw was way out here somewhere and it just flashed really quick. But the guy that's sitting here, he looks like a fairly young, good-looking guy with brown hair. He's got a nice shirt on. It's buttoned up, and it looks like it's freshly pressed or something. Had trouble breathing. He looks okay, though. He doesn't look sick. There's something on his neck. And he's got a white T-shirt under that shirt. So let me know if that sounds like him. I have no idea what he's showing me. Maybe he knew somebody or met somebody in spirit that has passed from an ATV accident, whatever those little things are, an accident of some extreme sport, and I feel dizzy. I feel really dizzy when I talk to him.
He died from an overdose.
That's the dizziness. This is really interesting. Also, did he have brown hair, and would he have dressed up for an occasion like this? With a nice shirt on and a T-shirt underneath. So it would be an occasion. But somebody over there that he knows died of an accident. But the weird dizziness I'm feeling, that kind of does make sense for him. And he feels sorry about that. I think he's really sorry about that. And I think he's trying to help this other guy that died in an accident of some. And because he is assuming some responsibility for his passing, and so is this other person. And when they do that, you guys, it's really healing, even if it's not intentional, to take responsibility for, like, the other person that I see that he's showing me was reckless. And so this is what they have in common. And so he's saying, I'm taking responsibility for it. I don't think it was intentional. It wasn't intentional with the guy with the accident either. But he is sorry about it. He's sorry that his actions caused him to leave his family and leave his loved ones. And so is this other guy. And he's helping people like that who have to go through that and have to heal from that. and have to face that. They have to face that. You have to face. So his whole message is like, wow, you got to face your consequences. You have to face your behavior and your actions, no matter what. You don't get out of it ever. You just never get a free ride. Eventually, you have to face them in order to move forward. And it's not just about responsibility, it's about healing and pain and grief too. And I think that, Shannon, one of the best ways that you guys can help each other is he prays for you and you can pray for him. But pray for your own healing as well, because he seems to want to help you heal. And whoever's got this young male figure that died from this accident, this young man is helping him. So do you know if he's got anything going on with his tongue? Because I feel like there's either an injury or a piercing or something on my tongue. It's so weird. It feels like there's something in my mouth. And it's kind of hitting my teeth or behind my teeth on the right. Feels weird. That's weird. Maybe it's not him. Maybe it's you. Let me know, Shannon, if you have a piercing or if he did. Or there's something else on the tongue. And it's... Okay.
Okay. Another one?
Yeah, one more. Okay. So Tony, Tracy wants to talk to Tony. My sense with her, I hope this is her, I think it is that you guys look similar and she's very pretty and that you're very, very different in personality, but she seems to really get along and like you a lot. No, I feel really stuffy in my head right now. That's all I feel though. I can't see very well. So let me know if that makes sense, how she died, Tracy, and if you're still on. And if you guys had really different personalities but still liked each other very much. And ow, my head and my eye. Dang. She looks perfectly fine, but that's what I'm feeling in my head. So in my right eye.
Yes, but I don't know to what.
Again, let us know what you're saying yes to. Yes, you had very different personalities, but looked similar. Yes, I want to know if she had anything going on with her head because my head and my eye hurt. So we need to know what you're saying yes to because it's not an instant feed. We're she says, don't worry about it. I just want to say hello to my sister and tell her how much I love her and I'm okay. Tell her I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay. She says that you're going to be okay too. And that there's a whole bunch of shifted energy around you, not just because of her passing, but a whole lot of changes. And it may not be as big a change as she's going through, but don't discount your own struggle with it or your own process around it, because just because she passed and you didn't doesn't mean that you're not experiencing your own stuff. So sometimes people have survival guilt and they go, well, I shouldn't complain because I'm still here, but you're still going through changes that you need to deal with, she says. So she's going to help you with that. She likes to come to you in a dream. And I see her laying down next to you and grabbing your arm and linking her arm through it and just talking, just looking up and talking. And she's kind of leaning her head over. She's kind of sorry that she's been in pets or been far away or moved or sorry, but wasn't there. But right now she's with you holding your arm. There's also something else on the arm. So I'm wondering if you got a tattoo or something in memory of her or in honor of her, or if she had one on her arm because she's showing me the arm. She's playing certain songs for you. She likes the music. I could hear it in my head, but I wouldn't be able to recreate it. But it's on replay over and over. All right, let me know if then that makes sense. So we're gonna post a code so that you guys can get a discount on your readings. And again, if you have those one person, we do a half an hour, so it's pretty affordable. We'll just concentrate on who you guys want to hear from. Money back guarantee. If we don't connect with them or if it doesn't make sense, you wouldn't have to pay for that. If you have a life question or something super easy that you want to question on, we do a 15-minute reading as well. But if you want something more extensive, we're still trying to make it affordable. We're going to have to revisit our prices soon. So book now because they may be going up. We may be looking at all the stuff that we're wanting to create and do for going forward. I do all my work on Zoom as well. I will be in the Boise area for the next few months after July. So there's your code, FB Live 0719. That's today's date. So Facebook Live 0719 is today's date. I am sorry if you didn't get a reading tonight, but I will try to read your comments. And you can book a very short, quick reading if you want to. Don't forget about the workshop on Saturday. If you have emotional healing, it's for grief too, you guys. So all of you have lost loved ones and you're really hurting. I know what that's like. Believe me, I've lost a lot lately. This is a very, very cool healing process. I probably wouldn't be here without it. And if you're interested in finding out about past life and possibly healing energy from a past life, we're going to have a past life healing group as well on the 27th. So check out those events. You can book everything through Facebook and my website, Kelly McClure, psychicmedium.com. It's really fun. And I'm going to keep this for a while, people. Also, I'll be posting stuff about this really cool project that I'm doing. Okay. Love you guys. Take care. Have a wonderful evening. And love to you and all your loved ones.
And we'll see them on Sunday at the pet reading.
Oh, yeah. See you Sunday, Facebook Live pet readings. Yay. Bye.